The Capcom spotlight came and went, dropping perhaps some of the juiciest info we've heard so far, from patch cards to Boktai content, online balance changes, anti-Warrior Twitch marathons, and more on today's exciting episode of Mega News. Let's rock! The boss is out of town for this episode of Mega News, so I'll be your gracious host for today, the Game Player. We start off hitting the ground running with the Battle Network Legacy Collection, first thing on the show. Surprise? Don't worry, so are we. Starting with what we already know and perhaps the most magnificent showcase of Life Sword, Masakazu Iguchi, aka Mr. Famous, which I will be referring to him as such from this point forth, graces us with his presence and starts us off with something huge. Patch cards. Oh, come on, get excited. What, doesn't sound familiar to you? Alright, then let me say it this way. The Game Boy Advance e-reader. Oh. That's right, the once Japanese exclusive physical function of the e-reader cards is now back with a brand new name, patch cards. The Legacy Collection features 499 patch cards spread across Mega Man Battle Network 4 through 6, with different categories such as patch cards, which alters Mega Man's abilities and stats, event cards, which adds new requests BBS jobs in Battle Network 6, item cards, which can be used one time to obtain various items from battle chips to bug frags in Battle Network 5 and 6, special cards, which were cards that were previously only available through special events, which includes Boktai tie-in cards. Don't worry, we'll get to that soon. And finally, character cards. These don't really do anything, they just look really nice and only available in Battle Network 4. Mr. Famous has some select quotes from their Capcom USA article I'd like to read to you. You may already know this, but Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection features all 499 patch cards that were released from Mega Man Battle Network 4 through 6. Similar to download chips, there are many people who didn't have a chance to use patch cards when these games were first released. Even for those who were able to, few were able to collect every card. This is something I wanted to have added in the Legacy Collection from the very beginning. Using the cards themselves is simple. From the Mega Man menu option of each game, a single button press will take you to the patch card screen. Select the patch card you want from the list and load into the game. I'd like to get into some specifics that you may be wondering about. Yes, this includes Base Cross Mega Man, which in turn would allow you to fight Base XX. Don't believe me? Listen to the man himself acknowledging it. Of course, the popular Base Cross Mega Man card that was the talk of the town in Battle Network 5 and 6 is also included. Now, while we'd like to refrain from banning cards as much as possible, we decided the All Guard 1 out of 2 and the All Guard 2 out of 2, when used together, won't be available to use in online battles. You can still use them in single player mode though. Other than that, there are no restrictions, so please use the complete set of patch cards as much as you'd like to modify Mega Man to your heart's desire. You heard the man, and you also heard him mention online battles. That's right, you can in fact fight people using these patch cards. Don't fret, however, there is a separate toggle to disable the cards should you wish to fight without their usage. Besides the original cards, there was also a few special cards here to talk about. First off, we have the Z Saber. Oh hey, they fixed that typo, that's pretty neat. Mr. Famous also has some choice words for the Z Saber, as well as the appearance as Base Cross Mega Man. This was a hot topic recently as fans discovered the famous and elusive Z Saber was available to obtain via a lotto number. This information wasn't announced way back when, but we figured out there must be a lot of people who wanted to try out the Z Saber, so we made it available via both lotto number and as a special card in Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. As for the appearance of Base Cross Mega Man in Battle Network 6, it will remain just as it was back in the original game. I wish I could have matched it with Battle Network 5, but we also left it as it was back then too. It's amazing that we can get two Z Sabers now, and while they're keeping Base Cross designs the same, at least they're now accessible for all. Now what you have all been waiting for, the Boktai content. With permission from Konami, the Boktai collaboration contents have been included in this collection. Unfortunately, crossover battles with the Boktai series won't be possible. The games in Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection are based on the original Japanese games on Game Boy Advance that require a physical connection to the Boktai series to access the collaboration contents. That said, the Boktai collaboration battle chips, newly translated stories, and patch cards will be available. Those collaborations are available in Mega Man Battle Network 4, 5, and 6. Longtime fans are already aware, but to get others up to speed, this content was not first available in the Western releases of Mega Man Battle Network games. This marks the first time some of this content will be available in territories outside of Japan. As for the specific chip traders in Battle Network 5 and 6 in the original games, some of the traders weren't available without doing crossover battles first. In Legacy Collection, you'll be able to find them somewhere in the internet as you progress through the story. We've also made it so that crossover points needed to get battle chips from these traders are won via ranked matches, so be sure to give ranked net battling a try. In the future, there may be some people who wonder what crossover points are, so hopefully you can tell your fellow net battlers this is the background behind it. An interesting note here is that there is no mention of Soul Cross anywhere, which is kind of a cement the Double Team exclusives not coming back. I'd love to be wrong and we end up getting it, but personally, I'm not holding my breath. While unfortunate that we won't be getting the actual crossover battles, honestly I can live with that considering what we're given. This also gives us a nice reason to try out ranked PvP. Speaking of, there are more details about the PvP. Mr. Famous spoke about the different tiers and now mentions them all in order going up. It goes E, D, C, B, A, then S, then S++ because 2 pluses are better than 1, and finally, for all of my 0-3 enjoyers, the 101 Messiah Nutty tier. There are no rank rewards or seasonal ranked resets, but in ranked matches, you'll be able to preferentially match with net battlers in the same range of ranks. It assures you'll always have fierce battles against your opponents or similar skill. Your rank can also go down depending on your performance, so maintaining your rank is proof that you are a skilled net battler. Hone your skills and aim for the very top. There's nothing wrong with bragging rights. If you ask me though, I did kinda wish we could get something, but it is what it is. This may also mean that there isn't rank decaying or losing rank because you didn't play for a while. With that being said, let me tell you something. If you see me in Battle Network 4, I promise you that I'm going to be abusing Roll Soul and will be tormenting you in every single rank I possibly can torment you in. You better use those chips right away because I will be deleting them otherwise. This isn't N1GP rules, this isn't Smogon, this is street rules, and I'm shoving this arrow straight up here. Another huge change actually has to do with the ABD strategy, or the Auto Battle Data strategy, aka Dark Soul Mega. This was a particularly dreaded strategy that was used in Mega Man Battle Network 4 and 5, when Dark Soul Unison caused Dark Mega Man to act on his own without input from an operator. That means you, the player. Mega Man could use a series of powerful dark chips. This has been adjusted slightly. If the battle chips that Mega Man would use on his own are too unbalanced in his uncontrollable state, then the standard battle chips are also used to make it difficult for only dark chips to be used in succession. As a result, the DarkInvis chip from Battle Network 5, which was previously banned in official tournaments in Japan, is now allowed to be used in battle. To be honest, it's hard to predict what kind of battles this will unfold now. I'm not sure what's actually more interesting, the fact that they actually balance the AI, or the fact that we can just use DarkInvis freely. That's actually kind of nuts if you ask me. Well, that's about all the PvP changes. Now on to... oh, wait, hold on a second. I'm being told there's one more. Actually, this affects every Battle Network game in the collection. Let's see here. Buster Max mode is automatically disabled in PvP. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, what the heck is Buster Max mode? A brand new and, in my opinion, a funny addition to all Battle Network games. I'll quote Mr. Famous himself and add my input afterwards on Buster Max mode. To put it simply, this function multiplies the attack power of a single normal Mega Buster shot by 100. You can toggle this on and off at any time before selecting a game or during gameplay. It is completely optional and you can turn it on to quickly progress through the story, turn it off when you want to enjoy a particular battle, and so on. To be clear, it will multiply the damage done by 100. That means that if a single normal Mega Buster shot does 1 damage, the damage will be 100. If a normal shot does 5 damage, the Max Buster mode will make it 500. It lets you progress very quickly. There are a few things to note. Although the 100 times multiplier will not be applied to charge shots or Mega Buster shots that have been modified via modification card, Buster Max mode is automatically turned off during online battles. In addition, the delete time records of bosses from battle number 3 and onward are not updated when Buster Max mode is on. I hope you'll use it when you want to make quick progress to the story and turn it off when you want to focus on intense battles. It is entirely up to you. I want the series newcomers to take the time playing the Battle Network games for the first time. For returning players, it might have to be a while since their last playthrough. I think it can be difficult for fans to find the time to play nowadays, especially compared to when they were younger. So please don't hesitate to use this feature. That's how I feel. And that's why we've enabled all the download chips and patch cards from the very beginning. In the single player, it is okay to use this feature to help you win battles. You can compromise by turning Buster Max mode on and off depending on the fight. A different type of challenge awaits you in online battles, where Buster Max mode is automatically disabled. You can clear games on your own and use Buster Max mode to collect all battle chips to use in online net battles. Yes, you heard this correct. It is a toggle mode that will literally multiply your damage by 100. It 100% sounds like a rookie mode, but what I really like about this feature is that it essentially is a faster way to farm for chips and beat games quicker, so you can start PvPing as soon as possible. Not to mention the absurdity of doing 500 damage with a single buster shot. Honestly speaking, it now has me thinking, if I get hub style in Battle Network 2, will I be doing 1,000 damage per shot? Will the power up work with Beast Out busters, since it mostly mentions not working with patch cards? Beast Out is not a patch card function. For all those comments that ever wanted me to do a buster only run of final bosses or certain abbeys, you know what? Yeah, I'll do those buster only challenges. In fact, you can give me more if you want. I'll do them. We might be done with gaming news, but we're still in fact not done with Mega Man. As you already know, the Rockman EXE anime has been uploaded on Capcom Japan's YouTube channel. No word or sight on Mega Man NT Warrior. Until today, Capcom has confirmed that Mega Man NT Warrior, along with Mega Man NT Warrior Access, will be streaming on Capcom USA's Twitch channel starting on March 21st at 10 a.m. PTD. In addition, more details regarding the NT Warrior Marathon are expected to be released on March 23rd at 6 p.m. PTD. Honestly, this is my excuse to relive my kids' WB days and pour me a bowl of pure sugar and have it with milk while enjoying Surfer Mega Man on the internet. You really can't go wrong with that, to be honest with you. Anyways, you want sick drip? That's right, we have not one, but two new designs coming up in Amazon Japan. The first is base and the other is Proto Man's Navi logo. I do believe these designs will be available in international Amazon, so don't sweat too much. They also have revealed the entire track for the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection soundtrack, starting with theme of Battle Network 1, theme of Battle Network 2, Personal Terminal 1, Personal Terminal 2, Hometown Pop Rock version, running through the Cyberworld piano version, You Can't Go Back Big Band Edition, N1 Grand Prix R&B version, Shooting Enemy Dance version, Global Network Lo-Fi Hip Hop version, Fighting Oneself Rock version, Liberation Mission piano version, Central Town Kawaii Future Bass version, Navi Customizer Big Band version, themes of Rockman EXE 1 through 6 AC mix, and they're separate. I just grouped them all in once to save voice. Net Battle AC mix, and finally, we are still connected. That's all for this episode of Mega News. Are you excited? It's a rhetorical question for me because, well, yeah, wow. This game comes out in a little more than a month, and we're almost there. Honestly speaking, seeing the patch cards, imagine what they can do with the Starfish collection. I can only imagine. So as always, for all things Mega Man, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX and be sure to check out the Mega Man Network as well for all sorts of Mega Man articles and videos like this one. I'd like to now thank all of our ShadowRockZX members for supporting us for what we do, starting from the SA class supporters X Black, Spazer, Adversatrix, GA class supporters Austin Buford, Adrian Calderon, and UH class supporters Rico Syndrome and LMN123. Thank you so much for all your support, and it means the world to us, and we won't disappoint. Anyhow, stay tuned for the next episode. It's been me, TGP, and I'll see you guys next time. Rock on and peace.